Hello, and welcome to RSM's Accelerator series. My name is Sarah, and I'm a pre-sales engineer at RSM. In this video, I will be demonstrating the RSM Shopify Integration Accelerator. RSM is a Shopify Plus partner and NetSuite worldwide solution provider. RSM is proud to present our solution that provides customers with a seamless integration between Shopify and NetSuite while utilizing Boomi, allowing them to focus on what matters, the customer's online experience. In this video, we'll see the power of the accelerator through an end-to-end walkthrough of a typical customer order experience. We'll begin by discussing the item records that will drive the sales transactions and how customer records initiate in Shopify and sync to NetSuite. We'll see how Boomi is used behind the scenes to integrate information from NetSuite to Shopify and vice versa. The transactional process will begin in Shopify at the conception of a customer sales order. This order will flow through to NetSuite and host a customer deposit to represent the payment received in Shopify. This will allow the item fulfillment to be initiated from the ERP. The item fulfillment information will flow back to Shopify, so order status and inventory levels will be correct in both systems. Once the order fulfillment has synced, a customer invoice will be created in NetSuite, and the aforementioned customer deposit will be automatically applied. Finally, returns can be initiated in Shopify, but will be synced to NetSuite to allow for proper processing. For demonstration purposes, we will follow the fictional company RSM Classic. RSM Classic sells men's and women's golf clothing and accessories. They use NetSuite as their ERP and Shopify for their e-commerce site. This is their website that has been built on Shopify. Our example business sells apparel, but this solution can be applied to any company that also leverages Shopify. Let's begin by creating a new item record in NetSuite to sync to Shopify. We'll start at the parent SKU custom record, which I'll navigate to using my quick links. Let's input some standard information like name, display name, and base price. The more unique fields include brand, category, Shopify ID, and attributes. Attributes represent the matrix offerings of the item, in this case, size and color. We'll select the range of sizes and colors that this item should maintain. The Shopify ID will be populated later when the corresponding item is created in Shopify. These fields are specific to RSM Classic, but of course can be customized to meet the needs of your business's variations. Let's set the Shopify integration status to ready to sync. Upon save, a script in NetSuite will initiate the creation of child item records to represent each of the variations of the item. Then, Boomi will intervene and create the Shopify item. The NetSuite parent SKU will represent the product in Shopify, and the NetSuite item will reflect the Shopify variant. Now that the processes have been completed, we can see the Shopify ID has been added to the record. If we scroll to the Child Item subtab, we can see a link to each child item record that has been created. Now, let's visit Shopify and validate our item was created there as well. Here we can see that new item record living in our list of items. In Shopify, I can finish setting up the item, like adding pictures and sales descriptions, to make sure the item is ready for the website. Let's create a sales order in Shopify to begin the transactional process. We're going to manually create an order, simulating a customer placing an order through your website. For our purposes, we'll create a new customer for this order. I'll add the customer name, email, and shipping address information. Adding this customer to the order will also save the customer record in Shopify. I'll select an inventory item from the list. Please note that Shopify shows accurate inventory levels, even though we are fulfilling orders out of NetSuite. I'm going to mark this order as paid, which represents receiving credit card information from the customer at time of purchase. The credit card payment will not be captured until the order has been fulfilled. You may leverage additional payment options that will offer more automation on cash reconciliation. Your RSM team can recommend an appropriate third-party offering that meets your payment processing needs. Once the sales order is created, there's a couple things occurring through the Boomi integration. First, the Shopify customer ID will be mapped to the external ID of the customer in NetSuite. If the customer already exists, no operation will take place. If it is a new customer to NetSuite, like in our example, a new customer record will be generated. Next, the integration will also create a corresponding sales order in NetSuite that mirrors the order in Shopify. While that order is syncing, let's visit a customer record in Shopify that's been a customer for some time. The Shopify customer record will include overview information like the total amount spent and number of orders during their customer lifetime. CRM information like email, address, and marketing subscription status is also captured here. A Shopify user can easily view the past customer orders they've placed. The sync has completed, and both a new customer record and sales order have been created in NetSuite. Here is our brand new customer record. The NetSuite record captures similar information to what we saw in Shopify. Some additional information lives on the Sales tab. Here, you can see past customer orders like in Shopify, but you can also see additional transaction detail like item fulfillments, deposits, and invoices, which we will see later. On this customer record, we can see the new sales order that was created. After the order is created, Boomi will query Shopify orders to see if any payments have been attributed to existing orders. As we know from earlier, payment was stored at order creation in Shopify. So, Boomi has found that sales order and determined a payment should be created in NetSuite to reflect this in both systems. This will translate to a customer deposit record being created and tied to the sales order. We can see that deposit captured on the Related Records tab. The customer deposit in NetSuite is used to indicate the payment of a sales order prior to the shipment of goods. Next, let's fulfill the sales order. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to keep this very simple and skip the pick, pack, and ship process. Selecting the location of the items being fulfilled is important so that these inventory levels will be accurate in both NetSuite and also Shopify. The item fulfillment record being saved kicks off quite a few things to occur. First and most simply, the NetSuite sales order will now reflect a status of fulfilled and pending billing in the meantime. That item fulfillment is now syncing back to Shopify so that the order in Shopify is also reflecting a status of fulfilled. We can see that the order in Shopify is now set to fulfilled, and the customer would also be able to see that information in their account. If you utilize any fulfillment notifications to your customers, those would initiate now as well, and the customer would receive their email saying their order has shipped. Also, the inventory levels have been updated to accurately reflect the new amounts in Shopify. Finally, a NetSuite invoice record is automatically created for the now fulfilled sales order. By default, the quantity of items shipped on the item fulfillment will match the items that are billed on the invoice. Even better, that customer deposit we saw earlier has already been applied to the invoice. The invoice is marked as paid, and in both systems, the customer order has been fulfilled and paid. The order process is now complete. The process for handling returns is subject to change and may require a dedicated returns platform for optimal consumer experience. The accelerator will allow for returns to be initiated in Shopify and create a corresponding return record in NetSuite. The refund is intended to initiate in NetSuite and sync to Shopify through Boomi integration. The full solution will allow you to manage these returns, inventory impacting transactions, and customer refunds between NetSuite and Shopify. Shopify has built-in analytics and reports, allowing you to review your store's recent activity, get insight into your visitors, and analyze everything from your online store speed to your customers' predicted spend tier. The analytics page displays the most valuable metrics, giving insight into the performance of your web store and the behavior of your customers. It's easy to change the date range and comparison period to better understand trends. Scrolling over the report name will provide you with a description of the report, and you can drill down into the report for more detail about the metrics. The report list is a compilation of your web store's data displayed in both a graph and table format. The pre-formatted reports are grouped into categories including behavioral, finance, fraud, orders, marketing, and more. Because you have the Shopify Plus plan, you can modify the default reports or create your own. The live view shows a real-time 3D world map view of your store's metrics and where activity is coming from. This view can be helpful during high-traffic periods such as Cyber Monday, providing immediate insights into results of your recent marketing campaigns, discounts, and other promotions. Shopify's robust, built-in analytics provide you with the needed details about your web store's performance. In addition, you can also set up third-party analytics services, such as Google Analytics 4 or leverage RSM's BI integration. Please note this accelerator presents the below limitations. If any of these requirements apply, there will be an additional effort to apply the custom functionality. Thank you for watching this overview on the RSM Shopify Integration Accelerator. RSM is excited to be your partner in delivering a premier customer and end-user experience with a seamless integration between NetSuite and Shopify.